Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I want to say shout out to all of the producers around the country and around the world, because we have some viewers that are in Europe, all over, watches us on a daily basis. So welcome, everybody. Okay, how are y'all doing out there this lovely morning? Well, let's get into our topics at hand. Tory Lanez and our dear brother, Tory Lanez, our brother, and also let's talk about Megan and Stallion. And so when she was at Kylie's house, that was some flirtation going on with Tory Lanez and Kylie. You know, they were saying that some flirtation was going on, and Megan Thee Stallion did not like it, and that she proceeded to fight Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez proceeded to pull out his weapon and proceeded to go in on her feet. So I heard that. So it's so many theories, and I'm like, wow, is that really true? Have Tory Lanez been trying to flirt with that Jenner girl? Like, have he been out here trying to flirt and trying to put his 2 cents in? And you know, they got some powerful punani, like the Jenners, when it comes to black men, even with the Kardashian, they're very powerful. They know how to flirt with black men. They just know how to do it. Look at them, look at their history. They are obsessed with black culture and they love black pink, and they're really good magnating to powerful, rich, hip-hop thuggish type. They love it. That's what their type is. So I'm not shocked. So what I am surprised on, for him to just flirt, you know, with Kylie in front of, you know, Megan, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that is I just think that's right wrong. Like, oh, you're gonna flirt with another woman, at least wait till she leave, then flirt. You know, wait till she leave. Don't be that dirty flirting with her in front of Megan. Now, you know, Megan definitely did not try with that, you know, with Kylie, because she know that if I try with her, I can pretty much be canceled. So they're saying that they were fighting, and then when they pretty much got in the SUV, some words was exchanged, and he, you know, shot her. Now, does that make it right to do that, to put in her foot and having her to get surgery to remove or sew up that feet? No, that doesn't make it right. And men need to understand that. Stop being ruthless like that. Stop being disrespectful. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do as a man, to flirt. One of the disrespectful things to do is to flirt with another woman in front of your woman. That is ultimately disrespectful. And I don't have no respect for a man to flirt with another one in front of his woman. Like, that's not cool. And then when you get caught up on it, instead of you walking away, you want to go get your weapon and proceed to do damage to your woman. That, to me, you are not a real man. I think that's very weak, and that's a coward. And those type of cowards need to be locked away for a very long time. And I'm not with that. I'm not with people, you know, damaging our sisters. Our women are the most powerful people in the world. And especially if you're with a black woman, you need to treat her as a queen, like she is. Yeah, I don't care what color she is, but it's just not cool when you see a man do damage to a woman, because that damaged her. And some never get over that when you get abused. And when I was watching P Valley, and when I was saying Mississippi, one of the strippers in the show, she's with an abusive man, and so she's showing up to the strip club with a busted lip, and her face was cracked, and this and that, and I'm looking like, whoa, and she's beautiful, and you know, but she's attracted to, and she's with an abusive man. And that, to me, that destroys the character and the spirit of a woman when a man put his hand on her. I don't think that's cool, because you destroy her. You destroy her spirit. You destroy her image. Her, you know, as a woman, she started to question herself: is I'm the blame for this man putting his fist on my face? And I've seen another video on Facebook. A man was hitting his woman, And so on Facebook, the woman started to proceed to hit him back. And when I tell you that woman with all that force, with getting that man together, she started dragging him by his dregs and proceeded to defend herself. And I said, that is what's needed. And if you and a woman have a right to defend herself, it ain't cool for you to out here do this to a woman. And if you want to do that, if you have anger, take it out on a punching bag, but don't take it out on your woman. If you cannot control your anger, be single. Don't attach yourself in a relationship. If you cannot be in a relationship and control your emotions, then don't get in one. Because if she burn your chicken or the chicken ain't seasoned enough, that's proceeding for you to slap her. Like, no, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. And I feel for my sisters that are in those type of relationship. I have some that even, watch the show, and a lot of them stay because they feel as though they can't go nowhere. Who gonna take care of me? Or I'm at a certain age, ain't nobody gonna date me. I got all these kids. I'm not likable on the market. I finally had somebody, so I would take this abuse just so I don't have to be out here single, or how I'm gonna start all over. I don't know how to get no job. He got all the money. All the stuff is in his name. How I'm able to do all this stuff. How's I'm able to do this? How's I'm able to do that? So I'm hearing all of this, proceeded to do all of this. And I'm like, this is the reason why you have to be careful who you attach yourself with. And this Meghan situation is very sad, even though I have cracked jokes, even though this one have cracked jokes. But as the jokes stop, we have to look at this. This is a woman that was abused by a man, allegedly. And being abused by this man caused her damage. And maybe that's probably why sis is embarrassed. So I'm looking at it, I'm observing. And I said, as all the jokes aside, it was wrong because a man decided to use a weapon against his woman, and that's just not cool. If you feel as though that you have to do that to prove that you're a man, you're not a man, you are a coward. And I have no respect for men that feel like it is okay to do damage to a woman and to abuse a woman verbally. You have some men that not physically abusive, but they're verbally abusive. Call a woman they woman dumb bees, call a woman stupid, call a woman crazy, call a woman you never would be nothing, you ugly. You have all of these type of terms, and that's not cool either, to disrespect your woman verbally. And if you're in a relationship and y'all both can't get along, y'all both saying the most disrespectful, just exit the relationship and be at peace. Okay? Because I'm at peace being single. I'm at peace being single. When I tell you I'm at peace, I love being single. I was in the shower today. I said, I love being single. I feel at peace, other than waking up in the morning and arguing and unhappy. No, I feel like when you wake up whenever, you can wake up whenever. For me, I wake up whenever. I woke up in a late afternoon and I got up and I was so much at peace. But there's so many women out here that are waking up to bruises, to swelling, to aggressiveness, to feeling like a prisoner in their home. Some women that are not waking up feeling peaceful. Some women that are out here, crying and debating on should I leave, and some do leave and they go back and forth in that situation, and they got the family like calling them crazy, like how could you go back to this man? He up there putting his hands on you. You ain't gonna, so it's that goes on, and that's a conversation that I think that need to happen. It needs to be a public conversation about domestic violence. And it's just not cool, and that need to be discussed. And I think many women that overcame domestic violence and actually got through it, and to come and tell their testimony and come out and actually talk during this. And during this pandemic, I was looking at the statistics. The statistics are very high for domestic violence disputes. have increased since this pandemic, because people got to be stuck in these houses, and now you don't know what else to do but just to fight your woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool, in my humble opinion. I don't think that's cool. But today I will tell you, before I get into my next subject, I had used somebody, if you want me to open up the phone lines, give me a second. I can open up the phone. Actually, you can just call in on the show number. Give me a second if you want to call in. That's not no problem, because I don't feel like opening up this. I'll do this one. If you want to call in, just call that number 972-674-9462, and you can call in and give your opinion. Okay. So, but then another thing too, Megan is a public figure, and this is the thing too. I gotta say it. When you are wealthy or a public figure, get you some security. Don't go nowhere without your security. I'm going to say that. If you are a famous superstar, get you some bodyguards. Invest in that. Invest in some security. You should not go anywhere without your bodyguards. And I'm going to say that. I stand on that. And especially if you are privileged and you have the money, make sure you have your security around you everywhere you go. And if you don't, be careful who you align yourself in your space. Because these men, some of them, and then do research on these men. If you're dealing with a guy that he was in a relationship and he was abusive with this girl, or if you actually do your research, you abusive with that girl. Because like even with the Tina Turner story, even in the movie, if you look at the movie, you saw that how, the woman was upset with Ike. That Tina solved that problem, but she ignored those signs, and she intact got involved with a man, especially after a woman tried to, she tried to commit, tried to S herself. She tried to X herself out of here. So she saw a sign in what, Ike was doing, but she ignored those signs, and she in return got into that relationship, and it was bad for her. It was really, really bad. I'm looking right here. And speaking about the Ike Turner and Tina Turner, I was reading her book, and she wrote something in there. She said that I was so embarrassed that Ike took me to a strip club or to a whole house. It was something that he took her. I think it was a strip club. He was getting in or smash other women at a whorehouse. It was something like that. And she was so embarrassed. I was like, that woman went through a lot. And I read her book. And I didn't read it in its entirety. I'm on chapter 3 or 4. And I'm like, wow. And to go to what she went through with Ike, that have to have been crazy, because that story, I think that was, it was a brothel. Thank you. Okay, because I remember I read that, and I'm like, what? My God, she was something. And she got into that relationship, and Ike would just smash anything he can find. You know what I'm saying? He would smash her. He would have whatever. He would just get in, and he was very abusive. So I did see that story and I read it, but I want to get into this too. Like I had to do that. But today I woke up and I was using my minty soaps. Y'all, when I tell you I am using these products, when I tell you that yesterday and this morning I took a shower and I used the minty soap, right? So I had put on the shower really, really hot first, put all the water all on my body. Then I turned the water off. Then I put the soap on me, right? The mint soap. Oh my God. And I put it on me, then I let it stay on me for a while. I felt a tingling, like it felt so good. And when I put the water on, then I made it cooler, to close the pores. I slept like a baby. Like I slept all the way from last night until like 1 or some o'clock in the afternoon. Like I was like, I couldn't believe I've never had a shower like that in forever. Because I've been taking showers wrong. I get in there with the soap, hot water, and all that. Never turn the water off, just let the soap. Never did that before. And it felt incredible. So I was like, woo, it just felt really good. I feel so clean. Felt so clean. My nose not even running. It felt, and I took another shower this morning too, and I got up and took another shower. And if y'all missed that live, I'm gonna put the live in there. And it was bad. Y'all can hit that number and use our promo code. What's where's her creation? Shay Creations. Where's her number at? If you want to put your order in, I had her number on here. I'm gonna put her website in here as well. But I had the video where it was like, oh my gosh, like I literally, okay, that's the number where you could put your order in and everything like that. They got the so, and then if you use Wiley, the promo code, you get 20% off. And I'm using her products. Yeah, you get 20% off if you use the Wiley. So you call it on to put your order in, or you go to the website, and I'm gonna pull up her website so you all can see that. Pull up her website, and I got up and I put that. I put the body oil on too. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Let me put her get her website right here too. Give me a second while I drop the website in the chat really quickly. And y'all have been hitting me up like, Wiley, I'm gonna order. I'm like, listen, I am not the owner. You have to call her and use your promo code Wiley. So like the products definitely works. Oh my gosh. And I'm loving it. And when you use the promo code, give me a second. Use the promo code and you will love it. Okay. Ooh, it feels so good. I feel refreshed. I didn't get up drinking no coffee. I feel energized. And I mean, like the dirt like came off my body. Because I never like wow, and I was listening to who was I listening to? Make you a woman. Tonight is the night. I was listening to Betty Wright, right? When I was out there listening to Betty Wright, I was listening to her album, right? And I'm just a Betty Wright fan. So I'm just all in the shower and listening to her. And I felt I did not want to get out of that shower. I felt so good. I was out there watching this, scrubbing this body, just getting it in. And I was getting it in. So, get it in. I just feel so refreshed, y'all. So refreshed. So let's get into G Status ATL Hustle. They got a new episode coming out tomorrow. And I say they definitely have to hire me to do the reunion show, right? Because so many people have been hitting me up for interviews and hitting me up to come on the show. And I'm like, I would love to host it. And you all have been watching the content. I think we were 200 views away. The interview that I did from 1,000. That'll let me know my audience loving the G Status ATL Hustle. So I love you on that. Tomorrow, we're starting something new as well. We will be reviewing P-Valley, and also we'll be reviewing The Shy and also G Status ATL Hustle. So it's a lot of shows we're going to be reviewing on. So The Shy, we're going to review that new episode, and then from that week on, we're going to review the show. Also, too, we're going to be reviewing P-Valley. I just watched episode 2 again yesterday, and I was thoroughly impressed because it was a scene that I loved, and I had to rewatch that again because they show everything in P-Valley. So definitely got to get a Salala character. I got to see if he's going to hit that in The Shy. So it's a lot of shows that I'm definitely going to be watching. And I can't wait to review that tomorrow. So I think they're gonna come on with us tomorrow and talk about these shows because she pretty much know the characters and stuff. So y'all get your popcorn, get your drinks together for that. If you all missed our skincare segment, make sure you go watch that video. Some of y'all wasn't there. It is short, sweet, and to the point. I am on my skincare journey. So it looks really better on Instagram too. And I've been posting stuff on Instagram. And then Monday, I start my keto diet. So I can't wait for that. Now, I'm looking at with the G Stats ATL Hustle. I would love to host the reunion. And everybody's like, Wiley, you gotta host, you gotta host, you gotta host. So I'm like, really? I should host the reunion? Yes, you are an amazing person. I think it would be great. You know the storylines. You are into the show. You are interviewing the cast. You're there on a weekly basis, involved with G Status. And I said, I would absolutely love to host. So this is what the audience can do. Y'all let these producers, G Status, ATL Hustle, their Instagram page, let them know y'all need to book Wiley as the host and put it out there and view these shows and put that, hey, Wiley sent me and all that. That's power and influence. And people will watch if I host. I would bring in a demographic of folks that will rarely watch web series with featuring LGBT content, just to seeing me on there. And a lot of other folks will be watching too because I'm on there. And I know what to do. And I would love that. It feels really good to talk about a show with an audience, right? It feels great. And that's what I say. I said, when I finally hit and have an audience, I will make sure that I talk about web series featuring the LGBTQ community. And I did not break that promise. I said, I'm going to do it. I did not do it with some of my counterparts have been doing. Once they get an audience, they left the situation and they don't talk about LGBT content. I said, over here, we're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it. Y'all are into it. Y'all said, let's talk about it. So I'm very passionate, and I have always been passionate with LGBT folks. When I first started this show, I have started with interviewing people, LGBT artists. I've started with interviewing folks all over. So now I have an audience. I still talk about these people on my show and bring them on. I think I got a guest coming on today from G Status. I'm excited. We are better. We're the top at interviewing people and reviewing the show. We're one of the best in it. Nobody do it like Wiley, because the reason why I'm so different and I connect is because I have history and I've been doing this for a while. I didn't just start reviewing LGBT shows. I've been doing this, and I'm very known in the LGBT community. If you're in media and you're in shows, okay, many people know who I am in those circles. They be like, damn, I know who Wiley is. Like, what, Wiley? Especially when it comes to LGBT shows, and everybody, like, when you talk about Atlanta or you talk about Chicago, oh baby, they be knowing. And now I'm in Texas. Now they're getting to know me because there's some Texas shows coming. Not Chasing Dallas. The Grind of Dallas is coming. So you got, and they be sending me emails. Hey, Wiley, we put this out there. The other show in Houston, put this out here. It's a show. I'm like, damn, y'all got a lot of shows. But it got to be fun. It can't be no boring show. Because some shows, no shade, I couldn't review it no more. Like the Circle NYC, child, that was so boring. I could not review the Circle no more. I tried to get a Circle a chance. I tried. It wasn't for me. I love mess. And they was that when I was watching the Circle NYC, that man was with that beard, and them kids was falling asleep eating Cheeto chips. And I said, y'all put this a show? I was falling asleep. I said, there's no way in the world I'm gonna have to review the show because I'm falling asleep. If I can't get through the episode, I'm falling asleep doing the episode while I'm writing my notes. I said, nope, I can't review it. I can't review it. I was looking at it, I said, this show is boring. Y'all, we need some entertaining. I need to see a drink throw, a plate throw. I need to see somebody getting stepped on, somebody getting beat, somebody getting cussed out, somebody smoking some coke, something. I need to see the mess. Okay? I need to get into the mess, into the drama. Now, it's a lot of shows out here that I can't review every show. So only shows that I'm into that I like P-Valley, I'm into. The Chi, I'm into. So when I review these shows, you're really going to see me review it because I lived in Chicago. So the Chi, every time I watch the Chi, I get goosebumps because I miss the city. And I kind of tear up every time. I have to pause because I do miss my city. I miss Chicago. I miss the city of Chicago. That's my home. Like Chicago is my home and everything. And I really wish that I had the money to stay in downtown Chicago, not in the hood, okay? Wish I had the coins to stay in downtown Chicago, okay? Not in the hood. I do miss it, but not the hood. I do miss going to the hood, visiting like my family and getting me some good old chicken and some seasoned Chinese food, but not to live. Go visit. Hey, how you doing? With my security, with my top-notch security, and going and visit and going to give me some Harold chicken and some good seasoning jerk chicken, good seasoning Chinese food, some that Texas don't know nothing about. They say, oh, Texas got some good food. Where? I haven't had a good meal in Texas since I moved here. Everything tastes dry and don't have no seasoning. Now, I do have some good chicken. I found a good restaurant, Russ Clucking, in Plano, Texas. That's some good chicken. Mild sauce, seasoned lemon pepper. The owner know who I am. I always go there and give me about a 12-piece, 13-piece wing meal with some fries. I might order me some today just for the last moment because it's real while before they see me because I'll be on my keto diet. Because I definitely love it. So if you know any good restaurants, healthy restaurants for Wiley, that's in Texas, I'm still looking for a spot for my birthday, right? For November 11th is my birthday, and so I'm inviting anybody that's in Texas or to come to my birthday dinner. Inviting you all to come. I think a couple of people said they were going to come. Jerk season with garlic. Yeah, Brooklyn. And Brooklyn got some good food. Like New York got good food. I can imagine the food in New York, especially that Chinese food. I could just imagine, baby. I could imagine. So a 13-piece wings, Blue Sky, 13 wings. When I come back, can I get 12, 13 wings? I gotta have wings. Because when I eat it, I love to eat. And I love chicken. So that used to be Chicago Chicken Coop, but they moved to Plano and they changed their name to What's Clucking. And it's good. They were hiring for a fryer to cook the chicken. And they was like, hey, they was hiring, and I was like, "Oh, I should apply to be a cook." The owner was like, "Man, we ain't gonna never get no work done." I was like, "You right?" Because I never got. I was like, "I'm gonna be too busy back there eating the chicken." Because I love to eat. I love chicken. I just had me. I cooked me some fried chicken last night, and 2 chicken. I had a drumstick, and I brought brand new grease. That chicken was so fresh. When I said, what are you using? I ate that chicken. I had to step back. I'm like, what are you using? Man, when them scents were hitting my nose and that heat and it was fogging up my glasses, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Chicken! And I was eating the good juices and the seasonings was in it. Because I seasoned that chicken really good last night. I'm like, what are you? No, I don't eat the griddle and the bulb. No, I just eat the chicken and the meat. And so, I love it. Woo! Man, ain't nothing like no fried chicken. Okay. So it was nice, seasoned to the point, and but I will be baking foods and eating like steak. I'm gonna bake me a pork chop. I never had baked pork chops. It's been a long time since I had some baked pork chops. So I'm gonna be on my diet, my keto diet, vegetables, keto diets and stuff like that. I'm excited for that journey. I want my skin to look good, my body to look good. So I think definitely with that, we should do a chicken commercial. There are any good restaurant and say, I don't know. You need to tell me. Hey, well, hey, wait, you ask yourself, yeah, like, what are you using? It was like so good. I put that in my mouth and I was, woo. Because we had some company over. I was waiting on them to leave so I could fry that chicken. Because I don't like no interruptions when I'm eating. And I love, anybody knows me, I love to drink something sweet when I'm eating my chicken, fried chicken, and I love to watch a movie. That is I'm at peace. Don't destroy. I can think better. Just give me a hot plate, fresh, crispy fried chicken. But now I'm going to, on Monday, start my keto diet. So all healthy stuff. So I'm going to be like Monique. I can't wait. Same here in a good show or movie or yes, a good show or movie. I got to watch a good show. I got to watch it. And there's some good shows out here that I got to watch. It's a lot of good shows out here. I was watching Criminal Minds and I was watching another movie with the lady. I forgot the name of it. Y'all probably know it. She was getting it in with the gardener. She was a black woman. She played in Love and Basketball. And she was getting it in. Taraji P. Henson's in the movie. She was getting in with the gardener. I said, woo, that was my movie. What is the type of dude that will offer his guests water when they come over? No food. Why is this type of dude that will offer his guests water when they come over? But no food or soda. Yes, just water. I'll give you a, you better not touch my soda or my chicken. That all you gonna get is water. Mm-mm. You ain't getting no none of my sodas because I put it in the freezer and I make sure it's ice cold. I like my stuff because I love Arizona's, right? And how I make my Arizona, I freeze it. I put it in the freezer, but right before it get ice, I want it so cold and it's just and that hot chicken. Ooh, you talking some good eating? Because Arizona, I don't like room temperature Arizona. I like Arizona that's ice cold. Who's the black lady you had on your show that Ahmad reposted? They said you always make good ways chicken again. Yes. I think definitely chicken is really good. Chicken is amazing. I think that as a human, when you eat delicious food, it's just definitely delicious. Like wherever it is, ain't nothing like a good meal. Will keep you high. I would definitely keep you hydrated. Like I had somebody coming over and I said, oh, okay. So while you need to try marinate your chicken in soy sauce, then sprinkle garlic powder, onion powder, flour them, then fry it. Oh, wow. You have to grease up your chicken before you batter it away as a human. Opinionated. Who was that lady? Somebody's opinion. And I think that is amazing when we have people on our shows. You just never know who's watching the show. Like this show, when I tell you that I thank the Lord for the Wiley Show, definitely was a great show. You have grease up your chicken before you batter it. Yeah, no, I do it the way I season it, put the flour on. I don't do all that extra stuff, and I get it in. I season it and put it in and cook it and eat it. You cut down the salt that way. So I definitely get it. So yes. And I want to give a special shout out to the opinionated side of Shay. She was on the show. That was an incredible episode. We had a good time with her. I think that was dope. When I had her on the show, she was entertaining me. I went back and listened to it. That was a great episode. Um, They said, what do I say about Wiley co-host? I don't know why people. I don't know when people ask me about what did Ahmad Wiggins say. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't catch him on my radar. I don't know. I don't know what was said. You have to send me an email and stuff like that. Because when people say somebody said something, I have to see it because my jokes won't come off authentic. I heard that the Prime Minister of Canada watches your show from that time to most of your just go. Oh, thank you so much for that. Actually, I love Canada. To be honest, if I had to move to another country, it would be Canada. It would be Canada or Africa or South Africa. I will move to. If I had to move to another country and I had the resources and the money, I would put some massive investments in Africa, and also I would move to Canada as well, and put some investments in Canada. Yeah, right. So I'm looking at. So if you got a question, post it in here, y'all. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you because it wasn't nothing really popping in celebrity gossip like that. And I gotta be into the story. You gave me so much inspiration. I'm coming back. I can't wait to come back. Oh, wait to see what he said too. I was too busy with the crystals and dirt. They said he still has a show. I just thought he was just doing crystals. Yes, Yummy. They said Kaya put voodoo on my house. They said, how did you meet Ahmad? I met him. I was actually doing a massive show, and I met him through a mutual friend of mine that was a co-host, that was a friend of his. That is how I met him. Let me turn off this ceiling fan. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I met him through a mutual friend, and they were a fan of his. So, and of course, me doing my show, I said, "Hey, let me interview you." That's how I met Mr. Wiggins. It started out as an interview, and he were blogging, and he was in Atlanta. I think he was in Houston, Atlanta. He was all around, and we started doing shows, and amazing shows we used to do together. We used to be messy show. I'm surprised them old episodes didn't come out because I used to say a lot of problematic things, right? Um, that's how we met. That's how we would do shows and stuff like that. And we would get on the phone. We would talk for hours. We were just two black men. Want to tap into the entertainment industry, and we collaborated a lot, and we had some dope shows. And I used to have guests on the show. They would break down in tears because my interview skills were like interrogation. Like back in the day, I used to interrogate. You mean to tell me that you do cocaine? I know you did crystal meth. You need to get off that crystal. What do you mean? So this guy, he was a crystal meth addict, and he was on the show. And I was interviewing him. That man broke down in tears. He cried. He said, I never felt this. I was belittled. I belittled that man. I will never forget it. He was a crystal addict, and he came on and he broke down in tears. Just that about it, because I was on him hard. Those were the days. Okay. Oh, I got popular. It is our way, underdog. Once they get popular. I heard a quick range. Just check it out. I'll be back on your YouTube in a moment. I catch a replay. Yes, it's been for Wiley to where he will. Right. So I definitely remember. Your investments, encouragements of others is going to pay off. Rally, the one should keep a positive attitude. Daily is not, yes, delay is not denial. Right. And so, but I can remember because I was an amazing supporter. Like when I was calm and sweet, I'm the most nicest person you can meet on the planet until you cross me, right? But I remember get on the phone because back then, this ain't the first. Oh gosh, let me just talk about this, and I'm gonna close. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you see it." my biggest is change. This ain't the first time he have changed. When he get doubt, he always got to reinvent himself. He sometimes he really want to quit YouTube some days, because if it's really not moving as quickly as he wanted to move, he want to quit, and that's I've always been him. And I remember one time he wanted to quit social media, and he did quit Facebook. He just quit doing shows. I started. It was like it was backwards. When I would be doing shows, he'd quit. When he quit, I stopped doing it. But in this case, he stopped doing his Facebook shows. So I started interviewing people in Chasing Atlanta. And so I started to get a lot of noise. They released a trailer and put me in it. And that's when Chasing Atlanta was popping. And so it got back to him and he was like, oh, let's be back friends. I'm ready to get back into doing it. And I encouraged him to get back into doing social media. And then I stopped. So, but I remember I encouraged him, and then about a year or two, some later, then that's when the Tasha K tsunami came through. And that is when everything changed and success happened. I think we both changed when success happened. When that success happened, people different. Like when you ain't that success, you get them 80 people in your chats and you open the lines up. Yeah, Waddy, what you got to say? Speak. Come on, let's break this down together. But when that fame started to come through, people had to switch and change. He thinks he better than everybody. Shoot fame, having Sony outlet. So, but we helped him out a lot of his big shows. Like we used to go in on social media, and I used to defend him very well on different shows. And but then I started to get into my groove, and I started to do my show. And I would tell anybody, never stop doing your show to help somebody. If you feel like you want to do your show and you want to get into doing your show, do your show. Don't let nobody stop you. That's my best advice. And be consistent, because it is what it is. And people always ask me questions about Mr. Wiggins. That probably will never change. Even if I make it to Hollywood or we both make it to Hollywood, they will bring up our online beef. So it's going to happen. So. And I love talking to her because I have somebody that I can talk about. And so, but yeah, I could remember, and this is when I knew I had a talent, because people were like, oh my gosh, Wiley, I agree with you. Because some of the stuff he would say would be so problematic, they didn't agree with him, especially when it came to politics. He didn't know. Some stuff he would say just didn't make any sense. So when I would speak, I would give more so like an experience of my way. You know what I'm saying? He would talk, he would criticize and everything like that. But the one thing I admired about Ahmad Wiggins, and this is why he knows this, we had a beautiful relationship. We used to talk on the phone about ideas and amazing. And I remember that I encouraged him because I could see talent. I tell people, if I ever have it, I would stop doing a show and be a producer at a way, because I love producing shows. I would love it. I'd be like, you need to do this, you need to do this, especially if you got it. And he had something, his style. When he used to say hashtag here, he used to do the hashtag. Nobody was doing hashtags. And he started, and people stole his idea. Mainstream people start hashtag this. And I'm like, you got that from Ahmad Wiggins. He was so original in that. He thought some great ideas, and he was so dope. His weaknesses is doubt. He doubt himself. And when he says something that is some controversy, he has, oh my gosh, he battles with resistance or with criticism. He don't deal well when you criticize him. And to this day, he still doesn't do well with criticism. That's why I'm so effective in roasting and gagging him, because he's still going to watch my show. I know his weaknesses because we hanged out forever. We talked for hours and hours until the sunlight would come up. We would talk, and we would talk and everything. So that's what we did. Very, very nice person. He's a very sweet person. But when he got those mega numbers, it's different than YouTube. Yeah, he had an ego. I ain't gonna never say the man never had ego, But when he got them bigger numbers and the money, so he started to really change. It's stuff like that. But I remember I told him, don't hang out with Tasha Cass. Some stuff they might think I'm dumb and stupid, but one thing that I said, you better not work with Tasha. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I said it. I said it. I said it. I said, don't hang around Tasha. Don't work with it. It ain't gonna work. It's never gonna work. I said it. So, but at the end of the day, he had to come and make that decision, right? But when he met me, I have always been messy. So that ain't never changed. He used to see, because I used to be heavy into the gay media, right? But I never could cling on. I've always been, quote unquote, the underdog and everything. I wasn't really clinging on, right? So he clinged on. He's very attractive, because in the gay community, people will support you if you are attractive, look good, teeth. He had braces in the teeth, but you know what I'm trying to. Good looking, chocolate, very extra feminine. They clinged on to that, And when people say this and this, you wasn't there. So when these new people come and say, "Wiley, you shouldn't talk about him," were you there? I could talk who the fudge I want to talk about. That ain't gonna change. You just now started to become fan of these people. I've been watching these folks, and I'm just gonna talk about who I want to talk about, because they're gonna keep asking me the question. Every day. They're gonna keep asking me. So if you ask me, I'm gonna answer. And my thing is this: I know when people roast him, he gonna watch it, because I told you his weakness. He don't like it when you criticize him. Period. He don't like that. He don't deal well when you criticize and you have an audience and it's an effective argument, and his ain't that really that effective. So what he do? He go to this audience and say, "Oh, they try to say I'm a hater of black women." They know that he has said some things about OG that he can't win that debate. So he just go on his backup and he speaks to his audience, and they watch the Wiley Show too. Just like people that say they don't watch them all because they go over there and watch them, period. Because we are both entertaining. We are two entertaining chocolate brothers. I got the cock eye. He ain't got the cock. He got the crystal white teeth. Teeth is white. That brother got some white. He's a good looking guy. But we never was flirting with each other. Never looked at. We was just brotherhoods. And that's something that I want people in the gay community, in the community, period. Stop assuming just because two LGBT folks talking that they got to be fudging. No, nothing was like that. It was all business. It was beautiful. And I wish we can get back to that as a community, to talk and without fudging, without have to, actually having a beautiful conversation. It was nothing like that. People thought that, and you did, and you wrong. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing ever happened. It have always been jokes, and I would say, so we would laugh on the phone. I would be always, quote unquote, be the bad guy to make him look good, because I was very controversial. The stuff that I would say about people with 3 letters, I would just keep it to my comment. It was some stuff that I said. People wanted to beat me down. I said, I used to say something for make them cry. A lot of stuff I used to say, but yeah. So it is what it is. I am the underdog, but one day I won't be under. I'm gonna be the top dog. I'm gonna be the top dog. Yeah, I'm the underdog, but I'm gonna be that top dog eventually. One day y'all gonna wake up, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, is that Wiley?" Y'all might see me on MTV hosting Wildin' Out. Y'all ain't gonna know. I'm gonna say that right there. But he's a very sweet guy. He's a very sweet guy. Very sweet guy. Very sweet. He have an incredible story. An amazing talent. He's very talented. The brother is talented. The brother, he have always been talented, but I do think that he does sometimes doubt himself and he switch up. And I think that's the Gemini nature of him. Like he switches up. And I hear him on that. But I love him. He's still my brother, though. That ain't gonna never change. He's still my brother. But even me saying these positive stuff, people still gonna say I'm obsessed. I'm this. They act like I got this man pictures on my wall. I got pictures of Dr. King, Malcolm X. This is entertainment. I just want y'all to understand that. I don't think about that man until I get up on social media and I say, hey, this on my timeline. Okay, what's going on over here? Let me see. Like he over here watching. It's mutual. Now, it would be kind of if it was just one-sided, but this is a mutual conversation. No, he would never say anything kind. It's a lot of people they ain't gonna say anything kind. They ain't gonna say, but he was mad because of that Jason Lee. Jason Lee roasted me, put me on his platform, all on Hollywood Unlocked. And he was mad. Wiley was so happy. He was getting roasted, baby. But you said, this is what you got to be careful what you say. Yeah, because if Wiley get on Hollywood Unlocked, rescind my invitation if you deal with Wiley. Be careful what you say out of your mouth. Be careful. If Nikki put Wiley on Queen Radio, I won't go. Would that be you? You speak deaf to your situation. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to let another human stop me going on that. Be careful what you say out your mouth. Because you lie. Let Nikki call you today. You're going to be right there. You ain't going to leave if I'm sitting right there. If you leave, you just crazy. You and that boyfriend with that dirty bathroom robe going to be right there. And the boyfriend, he's a fan too. He probably want this. Always. He loved talking about me. Looking like that. Again, that's lying. Y'all don't go on his members only live. So guess what? Sit down. Because y'all be lying. Y'all ain't no paid members. I don't like him anymore. He's mean. He's an ugly sir. I protect my peace. I'm sure. And it don't make me no difference. Because I'm still here, still smiling. My skin is glowing. My eye about to get fixed. I'm going to the optometrist. When I get the Cornish. I'll get my teeth together. Man, get this body together. Man, please. It's going to be so many people following the Wiley Show. There's more people that's coming over. So we thank y'all so very much for coming through. Now, let's this little segment. It's going to get twisted and people are going to say what they're going to say in the comments like they always do. Every time. Every time it's going to get twisted. And actually, do I care? No. Of course not. May Mother Pace rest in peace. It was a video. Mother Pace was like, her daughter asked her, what are your favorite what is your favorite Clark sisters you like? I like them all of them. She was like, is my living? She was like, is my living in vain? And then Mother Pace said, when one of them would say, no! That sound like Karen Clark. I'm like, you better go ahead, Mother Pace. Oh, no. Thank y'all so much for the donation. Oh, I need to have this air mattress. I got a guest coming over. No, I'm going to keep that air mattress in there. I ain't going to have my air mattress. I'm going to keep it right there on the floor. But I do got a guest coming. Let me have all the stuff like that. Let me have these medication bottles so they won't think that I'm positive or something. Because, you know, they see all these medication bottles. These people might think I'm positive. I went over to Wiley house. He had all these medication bottles. Let me have these medication bottles. No! Okay, we gonna be looking good. All right, so we thank y'all for y'all been donating, giving. Like, thank y'all for that, child. I'm actually loving doing this for us. That feels good. I do not want to ever go back to work. I want to continue to stay. Let me go ahead. All right, y'all. Gotta go. Gotta get this house together. I have company coming over to coming on the show. So that's gonna be wonderful. So I gotta give me some notes together. Let me have. Now I ain't gonna have my snap. Let me get plenty of water because they said they were drinking before here. Let me get them some water and sober up, child. Lord have mercy. Let me get my NDA forms in motion, child. Because these people, Lord have mercy. I'm kind of skeptical to get people to come over, child, because every time this has been some mess and drama. I can't wait to have my own Wiley studios. Yeah, they might steal my meds. So let me have this medication because I don't want nobody stealing my meds because this stuff will get you high. Baby, that this Zyprexa don't play no games. Man, please, you take that and use some of that minty soap. Man, I was like, man, say like I was sleeping on a cloud. Let me send y'all a link. Go on here. Who want to come on the show? Let me send a link. We about to bring it to a close. Man, taking that minty soap and all that. I feel good. My skin is glowing. Yes. All right. All right. Let me see. Who want to hit the link? Somebody said send the link. Come on here so we can talk. Cause I gotta go. Cause I gotta get ready for my next guest. All right. Go ahead. How you doing?
Hey, all right.
Go
So
ahead, sir.
I'm actually just coming in, like right before I asked for the link. So what are they saying now?
No, they was just
I
saying he
know what
was.
I seen. Hmm.
No, he was just flirting. That's like pretty much what the information that he was flirting with Kylie. So
Oh, okay, okay. So, because what I seen was Kylie was flirting with him. That's what I seen, and then Megan, of course, she was upset, and then they was fighting, and then the pow happened. But you remember when you first brought this conversation up, didn't it say that she had to be doing something to him? Because she bigger than him, so she was probably knocking him out, knocking him
I,
around before he.
I think as a typical response, like why are you flirting with this other woman? And then also liquor is into place as well. But I just think that his anger is something that she probably said provoked him to feel like it was too much. Because you some stuff you could say to a short man like that can really get under his skin and got to his real self came
Okay. So the fact that she admitted to basically not this relationship, but the fact that she has admitted to basically fighting with her dudes before and, you know, all this other kind of stuff that don't count
well,
still.
I hear what you're saying on that. Uh, a fight in this particular case, even if it was like, I don't know if she was like fighting to the point like physical, and that he needed to like get a weapon, or was he just doing that because he was embarrassed that he embarrassed him, that he got embarrassed in college. So I really don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, because I think that it's just crazy how her and Kylie was just live, and then all of a sudden, if he did walk up to Kylie flirting back with her man, although
Uh huh.
they was just live and taking pictures together. But I know that's how the Kardashians get down. You know, they always come for the black woman man, but be smiling in your face. So, I mean, that's it.
All right.
Uh-huh.
You have a good one. Hold on, y'all want to know the name of this soap? It's called Warm Waters Victorian. That's the name of the soap. Warm Water Victorians is the name of it. That's the name of the soap. Warm Waters Victorian. So that's the name of it. It just got mint in it. Really good. So I put the situation in there. So if you want to go to that website, oh, it smells really good. That's the name of it. So you got the website. Use promo code, because I was getting so many messages. Like everybody was like, "What?" I was like, "Listen, when you order, you use the promo code, or you can call that number and use the promo code and tell them what you want. Put your order over the phone." Okay. You promo code Wiley, and you can call and put your order in. Give me a second. And that's the number that you call to put your order in. Okay, you want to do it that way. So, woo, because it smells really good. Like on my body feels so minty. You know what I'm saying? So like I bathed in some peppermints, and I feel so refreshed. I feel so refreshed. All right, y'all. Let me go, so I got to get ready for this other interview. I will see y'all again. If you want to be notified when we go live, the number is 972-674-9462. That will text you when we go live. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you all soon. Peace.